thinking of. We welcome you to another live edition of the Sports Box, your go-to sports podcast featuring great content, conversation, and your occasional disagreement. Stick around to interact and ask questions. Ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime. We got a couple happy people on the show today. Well, one happier than the other. One a little more nervous. I have nothing to play for today, although I am rooting for the Niners, obviously. It is Wildcard Sunday on the Sports Box. We have 2 games to discuss, 4 games left to go on the weekend. Black Monday came and went, and there are many of coaching openings in the NFL, which we will discuss. Maybe a couple more after the games yesterday, right? Anthony Medio, Drew Trammell, I am Brian Attard. We will take you around the NFL today, as 3 more teams will see their seasons end before the end of the day, and 1 more tomorrow. You will notice that my compadre directly to my right, to my below there, cannot wipe the smile off his face. My compadre to my right is dealing with some agita and some stress and some nausea, which is perfectly healthy and fine on a football playoff Sunday. Like, follow, and share. Gentlemen, any opening thoughts?
What a night. What a night. What a day of football. For a football fan, you live for this. I'm not used to this. It's been a while, and to experience what I experienced last night, I'm on cloud 9 right now. That's all I can say. What a way to start the playoffs.
First and foremost, man, I hadn't missed the first 3 quarters of the first game yesterday, the Rams, the Panthers, because I was coach of baseball. And literally on the sidelines, I was literally checking my phone every 5 seconds just because there's not a greater time, in my opinion, than NFL playoffs. Regardless if my team's in it or not, because I'm used to it more times than not that the Chargers are just trash. And so I'm used to just being able to watch and cheer for certain teams. I usually just cheer for good football. Now, in the last 5 years, I'm involved in Anthony's life. Like I fuck the Packers, all that stuff. We've been listening for so many years, and now, to watch not only 1 but 2 good games, like the Panthers being 8-9, and to be able to go toe to toe with, I think, a lot of people's favorite to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. It came to a final drive. I mean, you got to give the Panthers credit. Great game. And then obviously last night, I'm excited, dude. Like, I didn't go to bed till 3:30 because I have my game tonight. I have that thinking about. I couldn't go to bed, dude. My wife went up. We were watching Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. And I don't even know why I'm watching that crap, but I was into it. I just kept thinking about stuff, man. I'm excited. I can't wait to dive into these games. And I'm really happy for my boy in the bottom of me. And it's really I can't wait to dissect these games. It's going to be a ton of fun.
So you lived through Anthony in the game?
For right now, I do. BA.
Can I just ask where your Rangers hat is then?
Oh,
I feel kind of
I don't
offended.
watch hockey. I'm sorry, Brian. I told you need to get me into hockey.
Well, the Rangers suck huge peen right now.
Brian,
So
I
this is
thought-
not a good time.
I thought the future was bright for the Rangers.
Yeah,
No,
you was that last year. You said that.
Yeah.
They had a window, and then after the window closed, players got sad and depressed because they might get traded, and then the whole thing fell apart because they're all children. And now we're starting to, guys get older. Like it's the cycle of sports. It is what it is. I'm in tank mode, so we're good. Get me a high pick. That applies to everything. But we will start with the early game yesterday. Listen, give a lot of credit here to the Panthers, who kept it a lot closer than that 10.5 point line would have indicated. They were in this game the entire way. They led twice in the fourth quarter. And then it's just, look, the skill level of the Rams took over, the way this game kind of felt to me, and I'm curious what you guys think, is the Rams got out to a 14-0 lead, and I think they took their foot off the pedal, frankly. Again, they're supposed to win this game by double digits. And then they just let the Panthers hang around. And then all of a sudden the Panthers are like, oh, wait, we're here. We got a shot here. And then they bring it. And then all of a sudden they're winning with 2.5 minutes to go. And then Stafford to Stafford. And they find a way to do it. And that's what the Rams are, right? But again, I don't think that, again, there's no moral victories. And I know that, and I would never say otherwise. But the Panthers shouldn't even be here, right? I mean, look, they're 8-9 in a bad division. The only reason they got there was because the division sucked all the peanuts in the world. So it is what it is. The better team won. It may not have been what the script said, but the better team won.
You're right, Brian. I mean, you saw it. The line came out. They said 10.5. I mean, this was going to be a blowout. The Panthers eked in thanks to Atlanta. And listen, they played well. They were in this game because they got turnovers. You saw it. Stafford threw two picks. They had a blocked punt. They were opportunistic, and Bryce Young played really well. He threw some really good passes. He had Coker, who really stepped up. He's been their second guy. Their wide receivers really played well. I was shocked the way they played. I mean, to me, this Rams defense, you got to question that right now. Down the stretch of the season, they haven't played really well. So that's a question for the Rams, but you're right. The talent took over. Stafford with a great drive. Parkinson, what a catch. I mean, what a come up for him at the end of the season. Yeah, well played game. I don't want to see these blowouts, especially if it's not my squad. I want to see some good games, but yeah, hats off to the Panthers. They showed up. They showed up. Don't forget they beat them. They beat them last month. So
They did.
This was something, they came in there confident. They didn't come in there intimidated. So they knew they could hang with this team, play with this team. So, and it showed.
Oh, yeah. Let's get into this. I agree with everything that Anthony said. First of all, dude, there's not a guy that's been more of a critic on this show than me on Bryce Young. And the way that he has stepped up this season, especially in the second half, and especially in this game, he looked like a completely different Bryce Young. That final drive wasn't even on him. Jimmy Horn's got to catch that ball.
True. Facts.
I mean, it's just. We talked about it yesterday. A bunch of my friends that came over for the night game. I'm like, dude, yes, he didn't have any pressure on him. Yes, it was an awkward throw when he stepped into the pocket, Brian. But you're still hitting the guy in the hands. Jimmy Horn Jr. needs to know to fall down on his knees to catch the ball. It's a fourth down. Don't try to go and do a yak play. Get the first down, bro, and move on to the day. I guarantee you, if the Panthers kept moving on that drive, we would have at least gotten a 34 game. I really believe that. Dave Canales can get into your defense, and if you give him time to make those second half adjustments, which he did, this is a completely different ballgame. Matthew Stafford didn't have that great game. I know the box score is going to say 3 touchdowns, 1 pick, but look at his QBR, 45.5. A completion percentage was completely down because he hurt his hand after that throw. Devontae Adams got rocked. I want to remind everybody about a name about Puka Nacua. He's the top 5 receiver in this NFL. You better respect his name. Moving forward in next year, he's arguably top 3, I would say. 10 catches, 111 yards, 2 touchdowns. Absolute beast. If there's no Puka, this Rams isn't what they are. I agree with Ant, man. This defense has fallen apart since week 13.
Yeah.
The injuries are coming up. Brian, we talked about it last week about them being Super Bowl favorites, and I still think they are. I still pick them to make it to the Super Bowl, but that defense is not good, dude. Like, there's issues arising around that defense, and it's if you can't stop an 8-9 Panthers team from, because the game was 14. Remember, the 2 turnovers is why the Rams were where they were at heading into the second quarter. It's not like they were doing these long sustaining drives offensively. Then the second half, we saw Stafford, hey, I got to put my ass to gear and get this going. But it was a really, really, really good game. I'm proud to see that the Panthers held their own. If the dominoes fall where they are, and the Rams go to Seattle next week, I really my confidence level for them has dipped a lot, because if Sam Darnold isn't seeing ghosts, the Seattle team is dangerous, absolutely dangerous. That is the wild card for them.
So I think the difference here, if you look at the game to me was lost, frankly, by Carolina just trying to throw the ball too much. Okay. Carolina's recipe for success this season has been keeping it on the ground. When they beat the Rams, in week 13, they had 40 carries for 164 yards. Yesterday, they had 22 for 83. So, you have to play to your strength, and all these things. And you kind of heard it a little bit. I was in and out of this game. There's things I was doing. But you could kind of hear the announcers why are they not running the ball? Why are they not running the ball? Chuba Hubbard, why are they not running the ball? And,
what happened to Rico?
He had 5 carries for 9 yards.
5 carries for 9 yards. I thought he was going to be the new lead.
Well, he hasn't produced in a month, to be honest with you. I mean, Chubbard was the guy there. Hubbard was the guy.
Great points, Brian. Great points.
I just think, but this is what your DNA is, right? And I think back to the Cowboys and the Packers in the playoffs a couple of years ago, when the Cowboys played zone defense all year and then decided somewhere to play man against the Packers, and they got their asses kicked. Why? Why don't you just do what you're good at?
Well, in
their the wild card game.
In their defense, Brian. I mean, when you're down 14-0, the game plan changes. I mean, even though there was probably there was a lot of time, in the game. It was early, but I mean, the game plan does change.
Yes.
So the circumstances, all that. I mean, they probably, you're down.
But they were. Even then, though, guys,
even Bryce was running. Bryce was running a lot yesterday.
Yeah, he had that rushing touchdown. I mean,
he had the rushing touchdown.
They were down 3 at the half. It wasn't this game wasn't they. To your point though, they got a touchdown 3.5 minutes after LA went up 14-0. So it's not as if this just got away from them. If that's the case, then they allowed themselves to overthink it.
Possibly, yeah.
You're strictly going off the second half, because the first half it was 14-0 till mid-second.
But even if it just never felt like they had the confidence in their run game to just use it the way they had the entire year.
I agree with you. I mean, when you see numbers like Crooker got what 9 catches for 100-something yards, and then Tet, by the way, who's going to be a future star in this NFL, 5 catches for 80-something yards. I mean, those are good numbers. It's not like they didn't produce in the passing world. But yeah, I see what you're saying, Brian. I get it.
It's just kind of if the Eagles start to try to air it out, that's not your game.
No,
it's kind of.
I mean, we say it all the time, Brian. It happens all the time. We've seen in the past. The Ravens do it. The Bills do it. Guys just get pass happy. It's just the way the game goes sometimes. These guys get into this rhythm and they want to just throw.
But the funny part about all that too is if there was any house money team in the playoffs, it was them.
Sure. Oh yeah.
So stay true to yourself. How'd you get here?
Yeah.
And I don't think they're necessarily a playoff team next year. I think things kind of regulate themselves next year. But
what do you think about that? Seeing the Panthers, I was trying to think about what they need to do, because I mean they have foundational pieces. I mean, obviously they have the quarterback. I think they're going to stay with him. They have 2 good wide receivers. I mean, I think if they improve their offensive line and Hubbard and Dowdle, I mean, and
all line. It's all line.
They got to protect that kid.
Yeah.
O-line, maybe a tight end, but O-line.
I mean, you're in that division. I mean, they're right there. I mean,
Yeah, they're a
could
few
be
they're a few pieces away.
yeah, I mean, I think they're a team that you will see make the playoffs here and there, like that, just because of the division they're in. That's right, Chris.
Now, before we get to the night game from yesterday, I just want to recognize the fact that our friend Anthony happens to like a specific college team that kind of out of nowhere has decided to host the national championship game. And I feel as though like if I were to read Anthony's mind, right? Like if I were to like give him the truth serum, here's what he would have to say.
We don't care. We'll come to your damn house, put our foot on your throat, and snatch out your damn heart. And that's what we're about to do tomorrow. We are going to snatch out their heart. Snatch it out.
Let's go.
Brian, you gotta start adding like a pile of cocaine after that, dude. Like,
let's put it this way: Michael Irvin is not a Pepsi guy. How about that? Like, let's just like call that what it is. Like, I prefer Coke Zero, but in two ways, frankly. But it's whatever. In any event, on to things that happened yesterday. Listen. I'm happy for the Bears should not have won this game. Okay, let's just be honest. Okay, I would go on record in saying that the Packers lost this game more than the Bears won this game. Does it matter? Absolutely not. It doesn't. They don't ask how. They ask how many. But this is another example. It's another example of Green Bay absolutely, positively choking in the playoffs. And you know what this game reminded me of? A couple years ago, Green Bay hosted the championship, might have been the wild card game, divisional, whatever, with the Niners. And they were up like, whatever they were up, like 10.
Divisional.
Yeah.
Divisional.
And then something happens on special teams and something gets screwed up and the other team wins. And all of a sudden they're blaming the quarterback. And I'm not a Jordan Love guy. Jordan Love didn't lose this game. The same way Aaron Rodgers didn't lose that game. But absolute credit to the Bears coaching staff, because when you're down to that level at halftime, the way that first half went, you could easily mail that in, and they did not do that. If it's one thing this Bears team has, it's they never feel like they're out of a game. Like we've seen them have these comebacks over and over again, and that bodes well for the future. I mean, maybe don't let yourself fall behind to that score, but it is what it is. But I'll give you the floor here. I know you were down in the dumps at halftime. You were very clear about that, right?
Absolutely.
So I don't think you can say with a straight face that you expected to be on this show this morning and basically gloating over a win.
He wouldn't be on the show.
He would probably not be.
I don't know. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
My ass would.
Besides the NFC Championship game to get the Bears in the Super Bowl in 2007 against the Saints, This was the biggest football game of my life. This was it. Last night, what you saw was probably the biggest football game of my life. And I still can't believe what I watched. I have to still think I'm dreaming. You're right. I mean, the Packers did. They blew it. But the Bears took advantage and they gave and they did what they had to do. And I stand here every week on this show, 10 toes on the ground, that I have a quarterback and I have my quarterback, because that dude is special. And I don't understand what people don't see. I just don't get it. But when the time comes, the guy steps up. And what I witnessed last night was just the beginning. And this team's going to be a problem for years and years, because the guys they put on the field are first-year guys. Luther Burton, Loveland, Monange. I mean, these guys are studs. I mean, unfortunately, they lost their rookie left tackle the very last drive of the game. He's been
what's the diagnosis? What is it?
I think it was a patella.
Patella?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. It's a shame. He had a hell of a year. I mean,
he did.
They had a hell of a draft, and these guys are putting it together. And I just want to continue this ride. It's just a great feeling. I'm not used to it. It's been so long, and it's just a great feeling. I mean, we can really get into it. I mean, I know where the Packers screwed up. I mean, I could go on. I don't know both hands on how many times they screwed up, but for the Bears to take advantage, and the Bears screwed up too. I mean, Drew, you're on the thread. The coach going for it. I mean, we can get into it. I mean,
get into it, brother. This is your time.
I mean, I totally agreed with the coach. I mean, the week prior. I mean, this all happened because of the week prior. Same situation. It was 4th and 2 against the Lions. They had a chance to go for it. He did not go for it. Defense let the Lions go right down the field and score and win the game. And you saw it on the sidelines. He said, I should have went for it. And you saw it last night. They were not stopping anybody in that first half. It was too easy, and he needed possessions. He needed plays. So I was full on board with that play. To be honest, the play was wide open. It was a bad snap, threw the play off, tip ball, but Luther Burton was wide open. He's still running if he catches that ball. So, I mean, the Bears made their fair. They were bad in the first, but like Brian said, I mean, I don't know what Dennis Allen went in the locker room and did, but for that defense to come out and stop them 3 possessions in a row. I mean, that was the most important part of the game. So, I mean, just a great win. And I'm not hearing a lot of this. I was thinking about it. It was the field goal attempt before the half. The Bears called the timeout when he kicked it, and he made it.
Yep.
And then he missed it on the second attempt. No one's talking about that. And that was huge.
I was going to.
Huge.
Mary Sue was like, why did they call a timeout for him? Because they're trying to ice the kicker. Which like never works. And then
we haven't seen in a very long time.
And it worked.
I've alluded to this. Now, again, this is just my personal opinion. I'm wrong all the time, and I really could not care at all less about it.
Let's just Eagles.
Yeah. To me,
it's not. You got
this over aggression, right? First of all, them going forward on 4th down at like their own 35, like at no point in you're never going to convince me that that's smart. I understand the thought process behind it is get more plays, and I get it's fine. I don't buy it. This is people playing Madden their entire life and then getting to the I'm going to fake punt. I'm going to run here. Like I'm going to do things you're not expecting me to do because it just defies logic. So to Joe's point, this constant I have big balls and I'm going to go for it on 4th down because I have a big sack is ridiculous, and it costs you more often than it doesn't. And I think that they look at these analytics that say, oh, well, when a team does this, they get it like 75% of the time. Like, yeah, because they did it like 3 times and it worked twice. Like it doesn't like, to me, it's not, it's the Maddenization of football. I'm off my soapbox, but I just want to just cut to Joe's point there. I thought that was stupid. I know it didn't work. But I'm like, what are you doing? They won the game. But Matt LaFleur needs to be fired.
And Brian, you just talked about what the drawing a quick blank. You just what the Panthers didn't do.
Yeah.
They didn't run the ball. Well, either did Green Bay.
No.
They stopped running the ball too. So I mean, and again, that helped the Bears out. So that's another thing Green Bay screwed up on.
Green Bay scored 6 points after the half, and the Bears scored 28. The Bears became, again, the second team ever to score 25 points or more in the 4th quarter overtime of a playoff game to overcome a 15-plus point deficit. The only other was 28-3. Which, by the way, Matt LaFleur was on the sidelines for.
Brian, in all these comebacks, all these historical comebacks, the other team has to do things to let you back in.
Oh, 100%. Listen, yeah, and it's
just a culmination of things that happen throughout the game, and that's how these comebacks happen.
And don't get me wrong, in no way, shape, or form am I denigrating the Bears. If the Bears play, I think they're going to play next week. I'm a bigger Bear fan than you, but yeah, like the Packers let them in. The Bears still have to take advantage of it, which they did, and full credit to them. But this is a theme now with Green Bay, right? I think the Packers have like 2 playoff wins in their last 8 years.
I think 1.
I think that's what Matt LaFleur has.
No, it's 2.
Is it 2?
It's 2. They beat the Cowboys. They beat the Cowboys, and then they won the.
And then think about what happened. I mean, the Packers, they come out of a timeout, get a delay of game, cost them the
Oh, I
5
saw
yards.
that was terrible.
Guy misses the field goal. I mean, these things. This is how these comebacks happen.
Under
Stuff like that.
Under Matt LaFleur, they won a playoff game in 2019 and then lost. A playoff game in 2020 and lost. They lost in 2021. They didn't make it in 2022. Then in the Jordan Love era, where they have been the 7th seed every single year, they beat the Cowboys and have not won a playoff game since. So Matt LaFleur has one playoff win with someone not named Aaron Rodgers at quarterback. And I go ahead.
No, go ahead. Fish.
I just go back to, it's not revisionist history anymore. I thought that when they drafted Love and kept Rodgers, that was dumb. Because either you're going to help Rodgers, you're going to move on from Rodgers. Like that's your spot to do it. Either help your team or build to the future. I'm okay with that.
Really taking my talking points here, dude. Jesus.
All yours.
Son of a bitch.
I'm not here.
I want to say this to the both of you because I you guys like family me, and so I want to preface my comments by saying this. First and foremost, what and the beginning of that was beautiful. I've been super emotional this week between us and the world. Watch. My mom's going in for surgery on Wednesday. We found out may have some possible cancer stuff in her ovarian. So she's getting a hysterectomy on Wednesday. So I've been super emotional this week because obviously you guys know about my dad. And but as of right now, everything's good. Doctor's telling her to take it out. And the reason why I bring this up, I want to talk about it is because the way I was last night is because I want to see my friends succeed. I've been heavy about it since my New Year's. Talking to my wife, I'm like, man, I just want to see success for the people around me, the people that I bring into my life, and to see the Bears do what they did last night, because I know that struggle. Like, Brian, you can relate to this because you have 5 championships, but like, brother, it's been 30 something years.
They're terrible.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like way before little Bry was born. It's way before, my kids, I had never even won a Super Bowl. Like, the Bears won a Super Bowl, what was that, 85?
Yeah,
I mean, it's 4 years before I was born. So it's like, I want to see these teams succeed, and especially Ant, and especially you, Brian. Like, I want to see, this happen. And watching the game last night, the first half was absolutely miserable. I mean, I get it, Ant, being aggressive on 4th down, but also this is the first time that we got to remember Ben Johnson's a rookie head coach.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, he's trying to make a stamp into his legacy and into his first playoff game. And I felt like his ass was tight, just like Caleb was. Caleb was sailing throws. It's been the whole season where Caleb is on a wave or a roller coaster of emotions and a play. And it's like, bro, like, that's why I really thought that this whole game plan heading into Green Bay last night was going to be, let's make Williams comfortable as much as we can with the quick passes, the intermediate passes, and a lot of running. Caleb is so underratedly fast.
Yeah.
And not right now. And so I'm really shocked of that game, the game plan of him not doing more naked boots and him not doing more PAs and him not being able to run more. So I was a little shocked by that. Then you said it. That field goal, I looked at my boys and my dad, and I was like, and my dad looked at me, he's like, Green Bay is going to make mistakes because this is who they are. They are a very undisciplined team when these moments matter, especially against a team like Chicago. We're talking about a team in Chicago who don't have their starting linebackers, who are so hampered defensively, and Ant hit it right on the head. Whatever Kyle Allen did into the halftime to make those second half adjustments, pressure on the ends. Hey, Jalen, go follow who you need to go follow. We don't talk about Jaden Reed missing that post out. He catches that ball. It's a different game. There's 35 seconds where they're on the 20. 7 points left off the board because McManus can't make 2 field goals and an extra point. Those things matter. Matt LaFleur. not coaching a great game, which you both alluded to. He's not calling a great game. He's making dumbass decisions. He's not, and it sucks because I think he is a really good head coach. I think if he gets fired, which I believe he will, he's going to be hired right away because he has that pedigree, that sense of style that people love. But yeah, dude, like I'm looking at the box score right now, and I can't get over it. The fact that Josh Jacobs only had 55 yards is insane to me.
And he was fresh.
19 carries. He was fresh. Didn't play last week. 19 carries, 55 yards. Ladies and gentlemen, that accumulates to a 2.9 yard average. That's not good. That's not good. That is supposed to be your net dog. That's your bread and butter. And you build this offense around Josh Jacobs to protect Jordan Love. Jordan Love was on fire the first half. Don't get it twisted. I mean, the guy threw for 323 yards. I mean,
He was awesome.
Four touchdowns. 4 touchdowns. You cannot blame Jordan Love in this game.
How many touchdowns?
4.
Woo!
4. Yep. Let me cook. Hold on, I'm almost done here.
You're good.
And so I want to end it like this, and I want to move forward with this. Ben Johnson is a mother effing G. I'm going to tell you that right now. The fact, yes, I understand, Brian, when you come to being over aggressive, it's like Maddenization, and I agree with you. I think Dan Campbell's on all Madden dumbass decisions because they should be in the Super Bowl and possibly win a Super Bowl if he didn't do that against San Francisco that year in 23, I believe it was.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about that.
Mm-hmm.
Take the points. That's why I love John Harbaugh. But in this situation, I understand why Ben was doing it. He did not want his team, who is averagely young, first time in the playoffs, he did not want his team to fall that far behind. He wanted his offense to flow. He wanted that continuity to keep moving, to keep everything going for Caleb because things were not working right. You got guys running run routes because he's a rookie. Luther's the rookie.
Mm-hmm.
Colston Loveland was the right draft pick. And now that they're using him right, he was the right draft pick. And you can't argue with that. You can't argue with that. You can't argue with it. And now, moving forward, Ben Johnson.
All their draft picks.
This is what the Bears envisioned when they wanted to change the culture after what they had with Eberflus. They wanted to change the culture with Ben Johnson, and this guy has hit and answered every call and every criticism that we had of him after last night's game. And let me tell you something else. That cockiness, that bravado that he did with LaFleur. Because I did not know that. I forgot in the press conference he says, I want to be LaFleur twice a year. I mean, the handshake at the end.
Great.
To go into the locker room and say, my daughter's right by me, F the Packers, F the Packers. As a fan, Brian, I miss that. I miss that awesome. So much. And so, we can keep on diving into it, dude. DeAndre Swift had a game. Colston Loveland had a game. Caleb Williams had an amazing second half, almost threw for 200 yards in the fourth. I mean, I'm totally with Ant, man. This guy that was his welcome to the NFL moment. That was his welcome to the NFL moment. And now the monkey's off their back, bro. This is scary. This is the first year under this offense, Brian.
So where I will agree is, and this is where, like, why the game was so important, right? The stage, the stakes, who it was against, and how it went down. Like, that is something that will live on in Bears lore forever, no matter what happens next week, right? Because this is the rivalry. They got one, right? They got one against Green Bay under the strangest of circumstances, but they got it. However, you know who was like an underrated, like under the radar big winner yesterday?
Oh.
So
1,000%.
When the trade was made and everybody's like, oh, how dumb are the Cowboys? And I didn't think they were dumb. you're going to get like pick 31 or something. Yeah, they got pick 20, right? The Cowboys won 7 games without Micah Parsons. How many games the Packers won without Micah Parsons? 0. 0.
05-1. 05-1.
0.
05-1.
So call that what it is. Coaching carousel. So the funny part about this is, right, we were on this show last Sunday, and me and Ant said, whoever loses that Baltimore-Pittsburgh game, it's going to happen. It's going to happen quick. It is not going to be pretty. And they're like, you think they get rid of Harbaugh? I'm like, I think they might get rid of Harbaugh. And then lo and behold, right? And it's crazy because every year it seems that there's always about 7 to 8 jobs that turn over. And you're always like, are there really going to be 8 guys that are fired? 8 guys have been fired. McDaniel in Miami, Harbaugh in Baltimore, Gannon in Arizona, Pete Carroll in Vegas, Kevin Stefanski in Cleveland, Raheem Morris for the Falcons, and then Dable and Callahan earlier this year. So when you look at this group, right, number one, were they the right moves? And we go up one by one. Was it the right move? Was it an overreaction? And then 2, of these guys, who do you think should be considered for openings? And we'll grade the openings in a minute.
Well,
Mike McDaniel, thumbs up, thumbs down. Right move, wrong move.
I was totally wrong. I was on Mike McDaniel's not getting fired, so I was definitely wrong. I was shocked on this, and I only think that's because Harbaugh got fired. Once the Miami, I don't think he was getting fired. I don't until Harbaugh got fired. So
I thought I got fired. He didn't get fired before.
No,
before Harbaugh got fired.
Nope.
I don't think so.
No, it was after.
Okay.
But,
So,
that's a gamble, isn't it?
Exactly. That's why I'm thumbs down because
They haven't even talked to him yet.
this could kick him in the ass. You never know. So I'm thumbs down on that. I thought McDaniel would stay, and he was going to stay, but they're going.
Are we going to talk? Are we going to talk about potential people that are going to go to the franchise, or are we just doing thumb up, thumb down?
This is like, was it the right move?
Okay. Go ahead, next.
So Harbaugh. Yeah. I think they've won about 4 playoff games.
Yeah.
In the last
it's
14 years or something like that.
like
I'm sorry. I meant thumbs up.
Harbaugh.
I think it's so nuts.
So Harbaugh in Buffalo has not won. I'm looking at this the wrong way, but they obviously they haven't won jack since 2012, right? Mm-hmm. I was looking at trying to get Ravens seasons because I just want to see where their season ended every year to identify like where have we been.
He's never been to the conference championship game since 2012, I believe.
Yeah, so they have not won 2 playoff games in a year since they won the Super Bowl in 2012 under Joe Flacco. Yep. In 14, they beat the Steelers, lost to the Pats. They made the playoffs for 3 straight years. They lost to the Chargers in 18. They lost to the Titans in 19. And that was the year they were 14-2, by the way.
Yeah, that was the good year for them.
Yep.
COVID year, they beat Tennessee, but they lost to Buffalo pretty ugly. Didn't make it in 21. 22, they lost to the Bengals. 23, they beat the Texans, but lost to the Chiefs. 24, they beat the Steelers and lost to the Bills. So this team has 1, 2, 3, 4 playoff wins since 2012.
That's really bad.
So,
really bad.
This is not take a shot even at what's his stupid ass name in Pittsburgh, Tomlin. Like at some point, like this is a results driven league, and like if you're not winning, I don't care how many regular season games you win. Nobody gives a shit. Okay, when it gets to when it matters. And for all the talk about the Eagles, listen, full credit. Look, they won. Okay, like Nick Sirianni's a moron, but they won. So who cares? And don't ask how. They ask how many. John Harbaugh has not been that great of a head coach for a while, and he's been living off that Super Bowl and that name and what that defense used to be.
But there's a difference, Brian, between Harbaugh and Tomlin. Harbaugh. The rumors that came out, if you guys remember back in 18. Back when I was doing, I was on a different. No, that was way before. Was that on that network or whatever? It's been a while. Back in 18, the rumors were coming out that was going to be his final year, but because of Lamar Jackson and the surge that he had, he kept his job. Now let's flip it over to Tomlin. Tomlin has won games with freaking Mason Rudolph and and whatever that Duck guy's name was, dude. Like he literally had a winning season with those two guys at quarterback. Like there's one had a franchise quarterback, one did it. So that's the only defense I'll give Mike Tomlin. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, I strictly just think I honestly think his voice fell on deaf ears. I think his relationship with Lamar was strained, and I mean we've seen this a couple times with coaches that have been there a long time. How long has he been there? 18. What was it? 18 years.
18 years. 18
yeah,
years.
I mean, yeah, you got guys like Andy Reid, who's Belichick, guys that it just happens, and I think a fresh start for Harbaugh would be the thing. So I think this was the right move for the Ravens.
I just think time ran its course.
Yeah, you're right, bro. I agree with you. And it's shocking when you go back like you are and looking at his record, and you're like, wow, really wasn't as. I mean, yeah, you win a Super Bowl, but wasn't as impressive as you thought it was with the players that he has. So. With the roster he's been given year after year, and they've had some heartbreaking playoff losses. We've witnessed them.
Yes, they have. Jonathan Gannon in Arizona.
I guess I was shocked. I was kind of like,
really?
He was one of those.
But think where we were in August, guys. We're like, oh, Cardinals probably like a playoff-ish team. They didn't look like shit this year.
Yeah,
I didn't say that.
Well, they were on the ish in the conversation for that.
Not with Kyle Murray. No.
I mean, Arizona and Miami are pretty much the identical teams. They're pretty much in the same boat. Two high-paid, shitty quarterbacks. Not a good roster. Roster's not really nothing to nothing good. So no coach. So I look at those two teams. They're identical.
Yeah, they both need to get rid of their shitty ass quarterbacks.
They're both screwed. So,
Pete Carroll, no surprise.
Yeah, no surprise.
That doesn't even like who cares? Like,
I mean,
I told you.
I
told that for a while.
Kind of a shocking hire, anyway. Right? We all.
It was.
Why is this guy? What's this guy gonna do? So
I think he was just bored at home.
Yeah,
he was bored. Exactly. He was bored.
Get away from the wife. Too much golf.
Yep.
Kevin Stefanski.
I'm so in between on this one, dude. Like,
I think the guys just be given a raw deal. I mean, his Watson screwed this guy.
Yeah,
the whole Watson thing screwed this guy. I mean, it's obvious he's going to get a job like tomorrow. So he's obviously a very good coach. Would he win it twice? Yep. Coach of the year twice?
Yeah, twice. But yeah, it's also the fact that that the GM, like, it's one of those situations where the GM has really screwed him. Like, I mean, his offense has been shit, dude. Like, they have not given him anything besides this draft where they got Junkins. Like, I could go on and on about it. I have a lot of. I mean, even Alex can't stand it. I don't know why.
I don't know why they're not giving him a full offseason in a year with Shador.
I don't know.
I don't get it. I think even though it's going to be an open competition, I believe it should be, but I just don't understand why you don't give him that chance. I don't know.
I wonder if, like, his view of the quarterback spot moving forward versus ownerships and front office just kind of differed, and maybe that's why.
Yeah, it's possible.
And he'll get a job. We'll talk about that.
That's what I mean. He's going to get a job tomorrow. I mean, he's already.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, so it's probably better. It's probably It's probably good for him. He's probably.
It's a way out. Yeah, we won't discuss Dable and Callahan for obvious reasons, but Raheem Morris, I don't necessarily think that he was the best hire for the job. I think Atlanta drafts pretty terribly. I don't know. I was never a fan of the hire personally.
Something was there. He went out on a 4-game win streak, but I think there was something.
He was killing it, bro. He was killing it. He
might have been anti-Penix. Maybe that's what it is, right? I mean, these guys, you draft these quarterbacks.
No, he was all about it. He came out and said he wanted Penix.
Well, listen,
him and the GM.
Well, listen, you see what they're doing. They're clearing house. They fired everybody.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I mean, it's a total rehaul. So that they They had that in mind, I believe, before the 4-game win streak. I think it was just
The decision was probably made. Like if they didn't make
Yeah.
the playoffs this year, like you're out.
yeah.
No matter how you got there.
And then they just said total rehaul. I mean, you see they hired Matt Ryan, so they're going to get their guys in there, and I wouldn't be surprised if they get another quarterback.
You know what? Hiring ex players and ex legends for your team into
It is
important
kind of-
roles can only end poorly.
I mean, where's it work? It's only
Work for John
where's it
Elway.
work? Lynch.
John Elway and the Broncos.
Lynch.
What have they won?
Lynch. What do you mean they won? They won a Super Bowl. with
You
Peyton
know what
Manning.
there at the time?
Yes. He was the president of football operations.
My point is, if the Chargers hire Phillip Rivers or some sort of something, right?
I'd be all about it.
Hold,
Oh,
but then things go really poorly. Your view of him as a fan changes.
no.
I disagree with that.
No.
If the
Well,
Rangers hired Mark Messier,
I could separate him being an all-time great to him being a shitty president.
Yeah, I mean, I've done that with Michael Jordan. I mean, he clearly failed as a GM owner. So
We have two examples of it working.
Yeah, I could separate that. I mean, I don't think that's a real thing.
when you rank the openings, best and worst, what's most attractive, what's least attractive?
Well, you don't have Green Bay on there, so put Green Bay on
Wow,
there.
it's not, yeah, you're getting ahead of me, my friend. Hold on. Well, all we know is what we know. Okay.
What we know is he's gonna get fired. Is what we know.
We'll get to that in a second.
Oh man.
So when you look at this, right? So here's what I would say. Vegas is interesting because you got the one pick, right? Like that's a fresh start. There's very much freshness to that, right? You're kind of going into a brand
and the
new
cap.
thing. Yeah, and you're not stuck with anything, right? We talk about so often
I agree.
jobs where whoever goes into Atlanta is going to be stuck with Penix, good or bad. Whoever goes into the Giants or Tennessee, again, good or bad, will have Dart or Cam Ward as their quarterback, right? So it's kind of like you don't have the ability to kind of make it your own. Like you're walking into like a half completed puzzle that you got to just go with.
Yeah.
So the interesting ones to me of this group, I mean, if Miami's moving off of Tua, then you're probably going to have some free range to do whatever you want to do in Miami, right? Again, there has been smoke around Lamar, and maybe that was Harbaugh related. We're going to find out. Arizona doesn't really seem that interesting to me. Cleveland does not seem that interesting to me. Atlanta does not seem that interesting to me.
Cleveland don't interest you?
No, because I don't know where they go from here. To me, that's kind of like
They hit on that draft, though. They hit on the draft this last draft and the offseason. So
can you tell me with certainty who starts week one at quarterback?
No.
That's why it's not an attractive job. I just don't think you can.
Go ahead.
You got a lot to do. And by the time they fix this offense, if and when they do, the defense will be screwed up. They are like the Mets, right? Where the Mets always had pitching and nobody could hit the ball. Then they got guys who could hit and the pitching sucked. Like it's always this one side's working, one's not. That's kind of where I think the Browns are with a semi-similar success level.
That's interesting to me because their D line is one of the best. They really hit with Michigan's D tackle. They got the Schwarzenegger from linebacker who's an absolute stud. You got two good corners. You got a good safety. You got a good tight end in Harold Fanta Jr. You got a good running back in Quayshawn Junkins. They are legitimately two receivers away from being a really, really good team. You just got to get a quarterback that can like a Jacoby Brissett, and then you'll be set. You saw what we did with Arizona. It's not like you can't do that with Cleveland. Their offensive line is still in the middle of the pack. It's not like they're really bad. They're really good offensive line. Just good coaching. You got to get a good coaching system in there and get a good savvy veteran quarterback because right now this free agent class is shit. I'm not free agent class. This draft class is shit at quarterback. I'm not a what's his name? Indiana boy. Mendoza. I'm not a Mendoza guy. So it's like it's gonna be interesting. I don't know. I like Cleveland. I think there's something there.
I kind of agree with you. I mean, I think they got the pieces there. I think they're gonna have I think Shador. I think if you give him some time, pair him up with somebody, I think there's potential there. But then again, like we talk about Watson, you don't know what's gonna happen.
What's the least attractive opening?
Arizona
Probably.
Yeah, I mean,
or Miami.
yeah. I mean, two teams with what are you doing when you get there? What are you doing when you get there?
Aren't they
You
in
know what I mean?
cap hell?
It's like you walk into a mess. You walk into an absolute disaster in both places. I don't know. It's going to have to be a guy his first time coaching. I think. I don't know who's
Well,
going to get that job.
They're definitely not going to get Tyreek Hill back because he's going to get cut to get them out of the cap. If I remember correctly, that's what Brian said.
Yeah, they're
a
going
couple
to
weeks
get rid
ago.
of him.
You got to get rid of Tua. I don't think they're going to hold on to Tua. I mean, their offensive line is not that good on the left side. Their defense is terrible. They got rid of Chubb. They got rid of Jalen Phillips, who's absolutely destroying it in Philly. What do I want to go to Miami for? What's the future there? It's nothing.
Well, but again, if they're moving on from Tua, you get that fresh start. You're going to get your guy.
In Capel, right?
So I don't necessarily. I mean, they're over the cap, but they can fix it, right? Like that's the thing.
With Tyreek Hill release, they get down to 10 million, right?
Yeah, they're under cap immediately if they do that.
Yeah. Okay, but what's their future though, Brian? Like their future is not that great. And Waddle's coming up for a contract.
Yeah, but their future.
You gotta get rid of him.
Yeah, I know, but their future is we can go get the quarterback we want.
Ooh.
I don't know who that is. What I'm saying is they're not walking into a preset thing they got to work with.
It's going to be a bridge guy till the following year.
That's possible too.
I mean,
that's why I said Jacoby Brissett for Cleveland.
I mean, that's why a team like Miami is going to throw the kitchen sink at John Harbaugh to get a guy to.
That's the only thing they have.
To bring a culture in and change the culture.
Yeah, take the GM you want.
Start fresh, and that's the kind of guy that can do it. I mean, that's what they're think of.
If LaFleur gets fired,
I don't want that for him.
And he should be fired. I think Green Bay's got the inside track to John Harbaugh.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, I agree.
If the Bills lose today, or the Bills lose next week, or the Bills lose the week after, pretty much anything short of San Francisco, Brian, Sean McDermott needs to. You know those Wile E. Coyote like Acme those things. He needs to be put on and just launched into orbit. Okay. Again.
On 9/11.
No, but the one guy, one of these people in Outside the Box says, I'm a cheerleader. I'm like, I don't think you know what that means. I'm not a Bills fan. I don't care if they win or lose. I acknowledge Josh Allen's a fantastic quarterback. I think he's the second or third best quarterback in the league. Okay.
Brian, we got a bunch of Philly inbreeds in our freaking comments,
God.
bro.
Something in the water. I drink bottled water. I don't drink the tap water. But it's like, if not, we're going to get to the Bills game soon. If not now, when for Josh Allen? And at what point do you say, listen, so we're going to try to win with this quarterback. Maybe we'll just make a head coaching change. And I said this too in Outside the Box, and join the group if you're not in it. All of these guys should wait to see what happens in Buffalo first. Because guess what? If Sean McDermott gets fired and I can go coach Josh Allen, that immediately becomes the most attractive job opening.
1,000%.
Right? So what's the rush? I can either commit to coach one of these ass teams and get fired in 3 years, most likely, or put myself in the ring, possibly go coach Josh Allen.
Don't you guys love what John Harbaugh said? Is spokesperson for him? And we're gonna wait a week. We're gonna see what's gonna happen in the landscape of the NFL playoffs wildcard weekend. And I said it's a beautiful answer. We're going to dwindle these teams down to no, mother effer. We know what teams you want and you're waiting for, because there isn't else on this question. Who else might get fired? LaFleur, McDermott, who else? Mike Tomlin. If they don't win on Monday, he's leaving. It's already been reported. There's already, like you said, there's smoke and fire.
How
it's attractive. I think it's attractive.
Tell you what, it's got job security.
Buffalo, yeah,
it's got job security.
That brings
a lot of Buffalo. Pressure. It's not Green Bay, but it's still attractive. A lot of pressure. You don't think Green Bay's not going to bring a lot of pressure? Or Buffalo? You got people that jump on damn tables.
A new stadium in Buffalo.
Like I said, to me, none of these guys should take these jobs yet.
What's more?
Right. And you're right.
What's between you two? What's more attractive, Green Bay or Buffalo?
Buffalo.
I like. I mean, not because I hate Green Bay, but I think Buffalo. You go in, you got.
You have Josh Allen.
Just like we talking, new stadium, new facilities. You're like, let's fucking living a dream right there.
Man, I understand you got Josh Allen, but I know that Green Bay has all that talent in the world on both sides.
Green Bay also has no first round pick this year or next year.
No, I get that part, but you do have Micah.
Yeah.
It's just if he comes back like Micah, that torn ACL is ooh. Yeah, I'll go Buffalo. You're right.
To me, I'm like, I get it. Listen, like what's the hardest thing in football to get?
Quarterback, yeah.
Quarterback.
They got that. Fix the rest. Right? Like,
listen, John wants to be like he wants a nice, shiny toy, good quarterback.
Oh my God. Could you
listen? Just keep the gas out of the AFC. Just go away, Harbaugh. Yeah, I don't want you to AFC West.
Maybe you know what? Maybe Harbaugh wants to go to the Raiders and coach against his brother.
No.
Family issues.
I hope not, dude. I honestly hope not, dude. I
doubt it.
No.
I hope not.
I doubt it. All right. We have 4 games to discuss, about a half hour to do it.
Let's do it.
We will start today in Jacksonville, where the Jaguars are a 1.5 point favorite over the visiting 6-seeded Bills. It's a 51.5 over-under. Buffalo has not won a postseason game on the road since the 1992, not 94. That's incorrect. I have to fix that. AFC Championship game at Miami. That's a Ranger fan talking to me, by the way. Jacksonville is 3-0 all-time at home in the wild card round. I have been saying on this show for, I don't know, a month and a half, 2 months. I don't know. If it's not now, when is it ever going to be for Josh Allen? If Buffalo is out of the playoffs by 4 p.m. today, I need McDermott fired by 4:01. There is nothing here. This is very clear. I have been a Trevor Lawrence apologist on this show since 2020. I have changed nothing on that, and I believe that time has proven me correct, that once you got a coach who wasn't an idiot, things would be okay.
Oh,
however, the Jags are probably the better roster, top to bottom.
Absolutely.
Probably. They are.
They are.
It's up to Josh. And the funny part about that was, I think, who was it? Ryan Clark, who said, it's up to the Bills don't win. It's Josh Allen's fault. Like, you're an idiot. Okay. He is in fact, if Josh Allen throws 17 interceptions today, it's still not his fault. Because he's all they have. So I don't want to hear it.
You're right.
It's not all they have.
It's pretty much all they have. I mean,
James Cook just led the NFL rushing.
Let me ask you a question. Take Josh Allen off the Bills and replace with league average quarterback, and do they win 6 games?
No, of course not.
He's all that they have.
No. Well, it's the most important position in all football, so it's like, I mean, that's the comparison's not there for me, but I get what you're saying.
It's up to him. And honestly, he's getting no help from his head coach, who is an asshole. So that's fine. Like what the hell has Sean McDermott done in this league to warrant the time he's been there? Dead serious.
He's one of those regular season coaches.
What's he ever done to you, dude?
What's he done to me? I've had to defend Josh Allen to a complete moron for the past 5 years. Oh, Jalen Hurts is better than Josh Allen. Jalen Hurts won the Super Bowl. Okay.
Oh my God.
Dan Marino. Okay.
Oh,
moron. Sean McDermott's been there since 2017.
God, that's a long time, dude.
They haven't even got to a Super Bowl.
Oh man, it's almost 10 years.
They lose to the Chiefs. They lose to the Chiefs. They lose to the Bengals. They lose to the Chiefs. They lose to the Chiefs. They ain't there anymore. You have to get it done now. The time is now.
This is why you've been wearing a Rangers hat, because you're a Buffalo fan deep inside. You have the same colors.
I care less about Buffalo.
The same colors.
No, I could care less about the Bills, honestly.
I agree, Joe. I agree. Bill defense is absolutely terrible, dude.
Right.
They are not good. They are not good.
Awesome. To that point, am I going to blame Josh Allen if they lose today?
He is the defensive coach.
Right. What are we doing?
Oh,
fantastic. God. Sean McDermott's won double-digit games the last 6 years, 7 years. Who the hell cares?
Amazing what you can do with Josh Allen on your team.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. And I'm gonna go quick because I gotta make the daughter cereal. Listen, I'm sick and tired of you assholes, and I mean you Eagle fans, and now you, Brian. You guys keep on dissing Doug Peterson, and it's pissing me off, dude. That
Why?
guy is a freaking good ass coach.
No, he's
Is he a good head coach? Debatable. But offensively, he's a mastermind. Don't even tell me he's not, because he is. That guy was recruited for so many teams after he got canned by the Eagles, dude, because he is that good and knowledgeable.
Well, how did it work in Jacksonville?
It didn't, because Boy Wonder was not playing good football. That's why. He did the first year. What happened last year? You just don't fall off a cliff because you all of a sudden you have bad coaching, brother. I know that. I understand you're an apologist, but I have to keep it real. Trevor Lawrence was hurt. I'll give you that. He was hurt, but he was playing shitty-ass football. So, but listen, never here, never there. Liam Cohen, got to give him his flowers. He looks like he looked like he's brought out the beast of Clemson, Trevor Lawrence. And with that being said, the Jaguars are absolutely going to mollywop the Buffalo Bills today.
Mollywop.
Where's one? Yeah, it's a new thing. 1.5. Yeah, that's a stupid ass line. Give me the Jaguars at home. It's gonna do 31-17, something like that. Josh Allen's gonna throw 2 picks. Might have a fumble. The defense is not gonna be able to withstand the offensive power force that the Jags are gonna have. Jags offensive lines play better. Brenton Strange is underrated sneaky tight end. You have Jacoby Myers, which since the trade he was fantasy relevant in the top 5. He's been absolutely killing it. They found a gym piece, by the way. I don't know, people are not knowing the name yet. He'll be a household name next year. Parker Washington. I took him all on my lineups today, Ant.
Me too.
Then you have a kid who, by the way, I had no idea he was a 1K rusher last year. He's been a 1K rusher the last 2 years, now making 3. Etienne, absolutely killing. The only thing that Urban Meyer, Mr. Fingerboy, is able to do is draft him. Thank God he did that. Then go flip on the defensive side. The defense has been playing lights out. Remember, this is the team that went to Denver and beat Denver. Like, it's the Jaguars are so sneaky good. They're my dark horse in the AFC, and I hate saying that because I just, because of what they did to me 2 or 3 years ago, I have a disdain for Jacksonville. But I have to be a sports box program NFL reporter, and I'm telling you the truth. The Jacksonville Jaguars is the most scariest team in the AFC, in my opinion. And I think we're going to see that this morning. They are going to mollywop Buffalo, like I said. And I agree with you, Brian. It shouldn't be 4-1. It should be right after the goddamn game. Sean McDermott should be fired immediately.
If they're down 15 points with 10 minutes to go, is it possible to fire him on the sideline?
Hey, I'm still waiting for the day that a team doesn't take a coach back to Buffalo or back to their home. I'm waiting for that day.
That happened in hockey.
Oh, it did, really?
Yeah, Gerard Gallant in Florida was told, "Get a cab. You're not flying home with us." I'm dead serious. That happened.
That's great.
That should happen. I agree.
Hockey doesn't care. Look again. I think the Bills win today because I just can't imagine a scenario where I look, and I like Jacksonville's roster a lot. I just think that at the end of the day, Josh Allen outplays Trevor as good as Trevor has been. That's all.
Really?
Josh.
Wow.
Because I think the world of Josh Allen. I think Josh Allen is the third best.
Is this reverse psychology? Are
No.
you using okay.
No.
I just want to make sure.
Listen, my 5 I've had the same 5 for a couple of years. It'll change because May's going
to but what does Buffalo have defensively that's going to stop that offense? Tell me. Tell me. All their guys are hurt. They have no secondary. They have no safeties. I mean, DeMar Hamlin is probably going to fake a death. That's how bad it's going to be.
Okay, can I ask you a question? Did they have it when they went and beat New England in New England?
What's that?
All these problems?
It's a divisional rival game, dude. I think it's completely different.
It is. But I think New England's better than Jacksonville. Not by a lot, but a little bit.
You think New England's better than Jacksonville?
Not by a lot, but a little bit.
I don't know. I don't know about that.
Not by a lot, but a little bit. My point is that again, this is a totally a call on Josh Allen. I think it's totally a call on Josh Allen.
Drew, I'm on the same page as you. I like the Jaguars today. I think
I'm not going to be mad either way. I don't really care.
I mean, I think
I don't care either.
I just think they're on fire right now. I think they're going on all cylinders.
Yep.
Yeah, I love the Jags today. I mean, the Bills really their strong point on defense is their secondary. So if that's the only thing I think that could help them today in this game, but I just think they're just gonna be too much. Give me the Jags. I'll take the -1.5. Actually, I'll take the over. Also, I think this game's gonna be high scoring. Some guys to score. I think Kincaid today is a good play. Right now, he's at +260 to score. I think Allen's going to have to rely on him today, and like Drew said, I like my man Parker Washington +190. He's in all these games, so I like those two guys today. I wouldn't be surprised if both quarterbacks to score today. I mean, Trevor Lawrence has scored, I believe, in his last 3 or 4 football games.
Last 3 football games.
Yep, and also Josh Allen.
Since 2007. The Jaguars have played 23 games where the over-under is 49 points or higher. How many of those games have they won?
Well, you're going to pull the stuff. I don't know, Brian. You tell us right now. Spill the beans. 0? Wow.
They are 0-23 in games since 2007, which doesn't really matter. Just a trend. Just a thought.
Bears won last night.
They did. Rangers lost 10-2 yesterday in Boston. The 4:30 game takes us to a matchup we've seen before. The 12-5 Niners at the 11-6 Eagles. Eagles are laying 6 at home. 44.5 is the number. The Niners are 6-0 in the wildcard and divisional round under Kyle Shanahan. The Eagles are 5-0 at home in the playoffs under Nick Sirianni. The 6 seems disrespectful, number one. Number 2, the Niners have put up a lot of points the last couple weeks, but their defense has not been that great, and that narrative shifted in both ways in the loss to Seattle. This was a team that could have been the 1 seed not even a week ago, and now they're a 6-point dog on the road against an Eagles team that didn't complete a second half pass against Buffalo. So I look at this and I say, well, it's a tough game to call. If there is one, but if there is one team playing this weekend other than Chicago that owes their opponent one, it's the Niners against the Eagles. Because a couple of years ago, Christian McCaffrey was playing quarterback in a title game that they lost. I've maintained that if Purdy finished that game, they lose the Niners win that game. The Niners have won a lot of games in the playoffs. So have the Eagles to that point. The Eagles offensively, I just don't know why I would make Jalen Hurts beat me.
And they are. They're going to do.
That's the plan. Okay. I just think he's not good. I don't care what team he plays for. I look at the player and say, I don't think that guy's very good. I'm well aware he won a Super Bowl MVP. So did Nick Foles. Really don't care. 16 people vote on that. Couldn't care less. The Niners can win this game. I know they're a little bit hobbled defensively with injuries, and that can be a problem. Their defense has not been that good. But I guess what I would say is, does it need to be that good, right? This game's going to get won by the Niners offense against the Eagles defense. That's the matchup of the day. If the Niners can put up points on the Eagles defense, they will win today. If they can't, they won't. It's got nothing to do with what Jalen Hurts is doing. They'll score some points, but it's not going to roll anybody over. That's the matchup to me. And look, the Eagles' defensive line is fantastic. Their secondary is fantastic. Their defense is fantastic. No one's saying otherwise.
Linebacking core is
well coached, really well coached. So that's
Nick
the matchup.
Fangio.
Historically, Shanahan had struggled with Fangio defense.
Yep.
That's fact.
Yep.
But that's the key to the game. It's not whatever's happening on the other side of the ball.
I agree, Brian. But I just think this is just too much for San Fran today. I think the Eagles defense is too overwhelming. I watched that San Fran a Seattle game, and Seattle just controlled the game. If you take
exposed them.
Yep. If you take out Christian McCaffrey, they have nothing. They really do. They can't. Their offense cannot function if he's not having a productive game. So I'm taking the Eagles with this 6 today. I think they're going to win. I think they're going to win by double digits. I honestly do. I think this defense at home in Philly on a day like today, cold, windy, I think they're going to eat this San Francisco offense up. And to be honest, the Eagles have enough on offense to take care of the San Francisco defense. I mean, you got to get Saquon going. I think Jalen Hurts should run the ball more. I think that'll help the Eagles. But the Eagles are just going to be too much today for the Niners. Give me the Eagles -6. Let me get on the Dallas Goedert train. 11 touchdowns this year. I'm going to take them again. I'm going to roll with the Eagles. Yeah, they're just too much for the Niners.
Yeah, Brian. Unfortunately, I'm on the same train as Ant. It's just way too many injuries to overcome for San Francisco. First of all, give credit where credit is due with Kyle Shanahan. Probably his greatest coaching season I've seen from him in a very long time, to be able to overcome the injuries that they have overcome. I mean, people forget that they didn't have Brock Purdy for the majority of the season, and he won with Mac Jones. It's the defense showed up for him. Yes, I agree. 2 weeks ago, they had a shot, or last week, whatever it was, had a shot. And I think they really needed that game to have some players come back. They will have Trent Williams today, according to what I've read. Limited practice, but he's going to go. We're talking about the greatest left tackle, arguably, of all time, that's going to play on today. That's going to be huge. But at the end of the day, Brian, it's just too much. That Philly defense is stagnant. Not stagnant. They're strong. They're well coached. They're very disciplined, unless it's the Cowboys where they spit on somebody. But other than that, they're a good defense. You got 2 All-Pros on that side that was just announced the other day. And you flip it, Brian. I'm always about defense wins championships, and San Francisco's defense is just, they're not good. And I think I'm on the opposite of Anto on this part. I just don't think I think the offensive coordinator is absolutely, I think he literally eats ass for the Philadelphia Eagles. I think he's terrible. But today, I've done 3 splits today, and I really think Saquon Barkley is going to eat today against San Francisco. They're going to give him all the opportunities in the world. They're going to rush. And Lane Johnson's back today, and the offensive line is going to be
maybe
strong.
Not.
And they're going to be.
He's supposed to play. We'll see.
He's supposed to play.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, dude, I think it's just going to be enough for them to beat San Francisco. I got Philadelphia win this game 24-17.
So you got them covered.
Yeah.
It's amazing because this line was like 3.
Yeah, 3.5. It went to 3.5, 4.5 to 6.
I hate this team. Anyway,
I'm going to have to play them, Brian. If they win, I'm going to have to go through this all week.
So understand. Listen,
I'm going to watch the game with everybody.
I go into the playoffs most years rooting for 13 teams.
13 teams.
I'm going to if they win,
the odds were worth you last year, buddy.
They were not. No. Someone's like, "How'd that work out?" I'm like, not well. It did not work well at all.
Might as well go put 1,000 on black.
If they win, I got to watch the double doink 1,000 times this week.
Oh, that's right. Miss Trubisky. Oh,
Listen,
no.
Guess what? Listen, let him live there. Let him live there. Let him listen.
I want him.
You beat them on their field.
I still think that goes in if what's name doesn't at least put its fingers on it. I still think that goes in.
It wasn't a little tipped.
It was tipped. It was a little tipped.
If you're waiting all
That's what
day,
she said.
If you're waiting all day for Sunday night, we're going to be in New England as the LA Chargers, as hobbled as they are, 11-6, visiting the 14-3 Pats. New England's a 3.5-point favorite. 45.5 is the number. For the Chargers, it's consecutive postseason appearance for the first time since 06 to 09. I believe Phillip Rivers was the quarterback at that point.
Yep.
For the Pats, it's their first time in the playoffs since 2021. You may have heard they had a quarterback named Tom Brady who left. The guy they got right now doing pretty well in Drake May, although I believe the Pats have only beaten one team with a winning record all year because the Pats' schedule has been to their favor. Drew, I'll let you go first here because I don't want to steal your thunder, and I feel as though we may have some agreement on this one.
Yeah. First and foremost, I think all of you guys would agree that they're playing on house money. The fact that the Chargers even here after losing, two of their biggest arguably players besides Herbert, with Alt and Slater being gone for the year, 2 All-Pro tackles. We've had the most different offensive line combinations in the league with 30-something. The defense has been hampered with injuries. Amari Hampton missed 9 games. I think, honestly, guys, I think this is Justin Herbert's best year ever as a starting quarterback in the NFL. From what the hands he was dealt with, for what he's had to gone through, most pressure quarterback, most hit quarterback, most sack quarterback. It's the fact that this dude got surgery and played 8 days later and beat Brian's arch nemesis is the greatest feeling in the world that I've had as a Chargers fan. Not only to experience it live, but to be there and surrounded by nothing but Eagle fans in the stands and look at my brother and just talk so much shit on the way home, dude. He hated me by an hour in on the way home, dude. It's a 2.5 hour drive back home, dude, from SoFi. So it was great. This has been a very emotional and awesome season for myself. And I listen, I usually have this, I'm like Ant was last night, just like super nervous. I got the twitch. I can't think of anything else. And I don't know what it is this year. I just feel like I'm in peace. I'm in peace because if we lose, we're losing to a really good team that deserves to be there, that's in their home. And you know what? Like, I'm okay with it because, like I said, we're playing on house money. No one expected us to be here. Everyone said we were done after all got hurt, and we're here. So I'm expecting a matchup at the trenches. The Chargers are 31st in offensive line. The New England Patriots, check this out, are 31st in pass rush.
Yep.
So I mean, it's yeah, and even everything evens out. If you look at the numbers and on the offense and defense, the Chargers are top 5, and they have more picks than they have giving up touchdowns. 19 picks to 16 touchdowns this season. That's absolutely insane. And Justin Herbert's 5-0 in primetime games this year. We're in a primetime game tonight. The things are. I feel like this game. I have more confidence in this game than I did last year with Houston, and I don't expect. I'm going to guarantee it. Justin Herbert will not have a 4-interception game tonight. He will not implode. He is going to play the game that he's been playing all year. I got to give credit to Greg Roman. Even though I'm not a big fan of his passing concepts, he's doing what he can to get a star player the best production that he can provide for this offense. And guys, I love John Harbaugh. I love him. I love him to the bottom of my soul. And I love Ortiz. What he has done in 2 years is Brian said it. Brian said when he got hired, this was a cultural seismic change. Yeah. And I'm gonna take you guys something right now. We talked about it 3 weeks ago, Brian. That cap, we're third best, I believe, right? Third best, fourth best. We have 105 million. We're gonna get more money if Khalil Mack doesn't come back next year, I believe, or one of the defenders. But I want to say this:
the Chargers currently have the most cap space in the league next year.
Okay, there you go.
3.
I want to tell you this: if you don't think that we're not going to go and make an aggressive bid for Tyler Linderbaum from Baltimore, who did not re-sign with them, you're tripping. He is going to be a Charger this offseason. We are going to be aggressive in the market. We are going to have another good draft, and I'm going to tell you guys this right now. This is my bold statement. Once we win tonight. You are going to hear not only so much SHIT talking from me, but give me Charles Barkley meme and put me on his body. I guarantee you we will go to Denver and we will beat the Broncos. I guarantee you that's going to happen. I guarantee you. Chargers going to win tonight. They are going to, what's the spread? 3.5. We are going to win this game because of our second best offensive player, which is Cameron Dicker, and we are going to win this game 33-30 Chargers.
I was going to say Chargers minus 2.5 on the alt line is actually kind of interesting to me, and I may look at that.
Yeah.
Here's the one thing that stands out to me, Ant. So the Chargers had like some embarrassing losses this year. Like they lost to the Giants, right?
Yeah.
And they lost pretty ugly to, it was the Jaguars, who were still kind of like up and down at the time. Like they weren't like the Jaguars yet, right? You know what both those games had in common?
I don't, Brian.
1 p.m. Sunday starts.
Oh boy.
With a West Coast team coming east, right?
Yeah.
That ain't the case for this, right?
Thank God.
So all of that, like the fact is the scheduling could not have been better for the Chargers. Could not. You got the Sunday night game. You're good, right? This is pretty much how you live, right? So
14 days to rest as well, too, by the way.
Also, yep.
14 days to rest. They didn't play last week at all.
I am the same way that I defend Josh Allen, I defend Trevor Lawrence, I defend Justin Herbert, because I don't think that he's been the reason this team has not been able to get over the hump. Like it's just been extremely unfortunate. Having said all of that, I think the Pats have a bit of house money too, right? Because nobody thought they'd be this far ahead. And maybe the schedule played a role in that. This is just the beginning for them. This is the first inning. Okay. They hit on this quarterback. They did. Okay. Bears probably did too. Not a shot at the Bears. I just like Drake made better. Personal decision.
It's a good quarterback class.
It is. It is a good quarterback.
Yeah.
So, but again, the Pats lost at home to the Raiders this year. Like this is not and they've just lost at home to the Bills. I mean,
this is the best team beside the Bills. This is the best team they're going to play.
Yeah, I agree.
This is the most adversity they're going to get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Ryan says no way.
That's my boy. No, that's my boy Ryan. We do this all the time. We do the reverse psychology. We always do it. That's what we do. Dude. Hey, funny story. My boy Ryan, we've been boys for over 20-something years. Every time he goes to a playoff game, the Chargers lose. Every time he physically goes to the game. So we told him this year, don't go.
Keep his ass home.
Stay home, bro. Stay home. After this, and I don't care. Stay home. Stay home.
Drew, so real quick, I'm with Drew, man. I'm going with the Chargers tonight. I think their defense is really good. I think they may give the Pats a little bit of problems. It's going to be a close game, so I'm going to take the Chargers in the over. I think this is going to be a dandy. Two good quarterbacks, and it's going to come down to the end.
You know, the Chargers minus 2.5 is only plus 188.
Yeah, I mean this is going to be
that says something to me.
It's a good play. You play that with. Herbert maybe 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, because you can't win without it.
Yes, exactly. So, I mean, I like the Chargers tonight. I really do. And it's nothing against the Patriots. I just think this is the best team they're going to play. Harbaugh's is going to have this team ready to play football. I have faith in Jim Harbaugh.
I think this is this is our YouTube. I'm guessing this is Mike. I can't tell. Whatever. I think he's just trying to give you some data on that.
I feel great.
Woke up feeling dangerous, right?
That's it.
Yeah. Real quick, I know it's 1:00, but our game tomorrow and on Monday night is a matchup between the Houston Texans and the best defense in the National Football League against the Steelers, who probably shouldn't be here, but they're here. Houston's minus 3, 30.5 is a very low number. Houston is 6-2 all time in the wild card round. They're tied for the best winning percentage all time with both North Carolina and the Niners. The Steelers have lost the past 6 playoff games, going back to 2016.
That's wild.
The Steelers find a way to get in, and then they get in, and they're like,
Mike Tomlin should be fired.
It's funny because how many times have I said this? Maybe you should bottom out and go get a quarterback, right? Like these 9 and 10 win seasons that lead to absolutely jack are irrelevant. I don't care.
You can't tell a coach that though.
You can't tell a coach that, but that's why the coach shouldn't. The last time that the Steelers won a playoff game was the divisional championship at the Chiefs in 2016. They lost to the Jags. They lost to the Browns.
I don't remember that.
Chiefs. They lost to the Bills. They lost to the Ravens.
I think they still had Le'Veon Bell. That was still
Le'Veon Bell. He hadn't lost.
Triple Bs.
Talk about a guy that screwed himself.
So again, what a crazy game last week. I mean, if you like that kind of football, if you like big mistakes, which make football interesting, you got what you wanted for it. I thought it was terrible, but that's just my personal view of things.
That's what I felt last night with the Bears.
Yeah, same thing.
The first half, man.
We see it.
First half, they couldn't even recover a fumble from the big offensive line.
I just thought I was watching AI last Sunday.
Yeah.
Like this
What the
is
hell's
like,
going on?
it's watching Vince McMahon book a football game. Like it's kind of the word. It's like, how can I get the most people? Oh, it's going this way. Oh, it's a false finish. Oh, we kicked out. Like that's exactly what that game was at the end.
That's wild.
Going into this though, like I just look at it and say, I don't love CJ Stroud. I don't dislike CJ Stroud, but I don't love CJ Stroud. But I don't think it matters because I just look the defense for Houston's going to be the difference in this game, and I think Rodgers is going to have some problems.
I feel the opposite. I kind of like the Steelers tonight. I would buy that half point and take the Steelers at plus 3.5. If they find a way to muck this game up and just hang around, and the experience of Aaron Rodgers, you're getting DK Metcalf back. He's going to want to play balls out. I think this Steelers team might have just enough in their defense to disrupt Stroud. I mean, last week we saw where his last game he played, he got off to a hot start, then threw 2 bad picks, looked horrible. So there's games where he's looked absolutely horrible. And I believe the Steelers can control their running game. If they can control this passing game of the Texans, I think they can muck this game up and make it something. I'm going to take the Steelers plus 3.5 here tonight. I'm going to buy that half a point, and I'm going to pray for a close game.
Yeah, I've been going back and forth on this. We did Game Winning Drive this past Wednesday after a 2-month hiatus, and me and Brian and Austin, we were talking, and I've been swayed back and forth. This is the toughest game for me this week to decide because Brian, a lot like how you feel about Herbert is how I feel about CJ Stroud, because I mean he does have in the last 3 years or 2 years, I believe, he's had a bottom 5 tier offensive line. He's been the most hit quarterback in his class. I mean, the guy, he's gun shy. He's happy feet because he's been hit so much. And you have to put that into perspective why he hasn't been the same since his rookie year. Also, he doesn't have weapons. He has Nico Collins, and then he has nobody else. I mean, he doesn't really have a running game. Woody Marks is not that great. Tank Dell's he's gone. You have this kid, you have Hutchinson, and you have Higgins, but they're rooks. Like they're not these prominent, Malik Neighbor type of players. So it's like, he's really the offense is really in shambles. Now, I will say this, their defense is obviously the best. They're probably arguably 1 or 2 if you want to talk about that with them in Seattle. On the flip side of it, I think the Steelers know what they have in front of them. I'm happy for Aaron Rodgers because I think he's had a solid year this year as a quarterback compared to last year with New York. I mean, they have a 2-headed monster with Warren, and Gainwell's been a godsend for them. Freiermuth is finally getting the respect that he deserves. DK is DK, but their defense is middle of the pack. They've been playing great as of late, doing what they need to do. Cam Hayward and TJ Watt and all these boys, but I think in my heart of hearts, I want to go Texans. But I think the extra incentive here is knowing that the Steelers are playing for Mike Tomlin, and if Mike wants to retain as a head coach as the Pittsburgh, if the rumors are true and the smoke is true, and usually when there's smoke there's fire, I think Pittsburgh knows that they are playing for his stake as a head coach in Pittsburgh. So with that extra narrative, with that being at home, I am going to lean with Ant and go with Pittsburgh. But I wouldn't be shocked if Houston comes out to Pittsburgh on Monday night and makes Aaron Rodgers' life an absolute living hell for 3 hours.
It's possible. Yeah.
What is the second? If we agree that the best unit in the game is the Texan defense, what's the second best unit?
Seattle.
The what?
I said Seattle.
No. In this game, if the Texans have the best, if Texans offense, Texans defense, Steelers offense, Steelers defense, if the Texans defense is the best unit in the game, what's the second?
Okay. Steelers run back in core.
So Steelers offense.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Steelers offense. Yeah.
So if the game's going to be decided by Steelers offense versus Texans defense, I'm taking Texans.
Texans defense.
That's just my thought process.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you also have 2 great head coaches going at it with each other.
Yeah.
It's gonna be. It's not gonna be. It's not gonna be a pretty game.
No, and the number shows you that. It's 38.5. I mean, the number is telling you this is not, we're not getting
special teams. I'm leaning towards Houston too, Brian.
We might
special
see
teams.
field goals all night. We might see field goals all night.
Yep. I trust Farabam way more than I trust what's his name.
Well, Boswell at home.
Boswell.
He's at home though. He knows it.
I asked Ben. I asked Matt LaFleur what he thought about the game yesterday, and here's what he had to say.
Fuck the Bears! Fuck Chicago! Fuck you!
And then I asked Ben Johnson who he loves to beat.
It's Green Bay fucking Packers.
That's hurtful, Stu.
Fucking Packers.
I thought you had the clip of him saying it on the locker room.
No. Swear to God, ask Ant. I said before the show, I couldn't find it unedited, or I would have. I couldn't find it unedited. I'm like, this is not this. We're not on broadcast television.
You might be able to
I'm
find.
not going to sit here and play edited content.
It's got to be on Twitter, dude.
It's not.
That sucks.
I know. I would love to listen. If someone can get me that,
yeah, needs one, man.
Tony, what do you think? Yeah, I know. All right, listen, enjoy today, enjoy tomorrow. We'll be back next week to go over the divisional round.
Good luck, Drew.
Listen,
and coaching hires. And
you know what'd be awesome? Like if the Chargers were there and like the Bears are going to be there, like maybe like the Eagles were, that would be awesome.
Let's go.
Christmas 26 came early, baby.
Let's go.
There you go. Hey guys, listen, enjoy the day, have fun, and win some money, and we'll catch you next week.